Call to order the regular Common Council meeting, Monday, May 6th at 7 p.m. Roll call.
Webb?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Here. Next item is Pledge of Allegiance. Confirmation of appropriate meeting notice.
Meeting notices were posted last Friday at BMO Harris Bank, Library, City Hall, and the Post Office.
Council acceptance of the agenda.
Motion to accept. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Personal appearances for non-agenda items. Is there anyone in the audience that wishes to speak on anything that's not on the agenda? Seeing no one, we'll go to the economic development update from Vicki Morris.
Put your monitors, you can turn on your monitors, and if I have a battery in this that
You've
works,
got the touch.
which may be a problem.
Red lights on up there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be green.
Oh,
That's my guess, is it's the battery. Nothing.
well, if anybody wants to see this, they can come up here and watch.
I could turn this
Have a seat at the
around.
table.
Can we do that, Chris?
Yeah.
Want us to turn
Yeah.
You want to share it with,
screen? No, okay.
is there enough line to do that?
There you go.
Sorry. I should have checked it beforehand, sorry, Chris.
Can you see it okay back there?
Ramona asked me to come before the council just to kind of give you guys an update on where we are, what we've been doing, what's been done. So that's what I'm here for. And the first thing I really want to let you know that was a big piece that we got done last summer is that we got the Edgerton Business Park third-party shovel-ready certified. We worked on this quite hard through May and June, and in July we got our letter of certification. This entailed gathering information that Ramona has in a ring binder that's approximately 4 or 5 inches thick, I'm guessing. It's probably every bit of information on our business park that anybody who would be interested in coming there to develop would want to know. So, and all of that information, that whole 4 or 5 inch ring binder of information is now available on our website, the Rock County website, the State Locate in Wisconsin website, as well as the Addie Austin website. That's the consulting team who did the shovel-ready process for us. We are, and I just wanted to toot our horn again a little bit and just to say that we are the third in the state of Wisconsin to receive this certification, and it's a pretty big deal when companies or firms that do location process for companies look for sites. Looking for a shovel-ready site is kind of at the top of their list. They like to know that those sites are ready to go right now. So this is a big deal for us, and we're very happy to have our certification. The other thing that I continue to work on is the EDC newsletters. These go out every couple of months. I try to highlight things that are happening in Edgerton, either projects downtown, the new hospital, the business park, whatever it might be. And along with that, oh, there we go. Now you guys can see. We have the big screen. Along with that, I also tried to do a featured property, generally focusing on one of our industrial or commercial sites, be it the cat plant or, the business park that's down at the Fulton downtown development here. And again, it keeps, by sending out this newsletter, it keeps the Edgerton name in front of people. I am sending out to roughly 240 to 250 people now get this newsletter. I have an open rate of about 35 to 40%, which is really pretty good for this type of newsletter. And in this newsletter, I also have click-throughs that are called, where they can hyperlink to the City of Edgerton website or the featured property site, whoever it's listed through. And we often have a fair amount of click-throughs to different things. I can't always tell what site they're clicking through, but it lets me know that people are clicking on the hyperlinks to other things that involve Edgerton that I put on there. So I try to do this, like I said, if not every month, every couple of months, as newsworthy items come out that we want to blow our horn about, keep the Edgerton name out there. A few months ago, Ramona asked me to help her out with the new City of Edgerton website with regard to the economic development tab, if you will, in the website. So I've been working on that. And of course, the main thing I wanted to get on there is the shovel-ready business park. All the information is available on the city website, as I said. I'm also still working, it's kind of a process in the work, because working on the website, I don't do it unless I have a few hours at a time, just because it's a little time intensive to try to make changes on a website often when you're trying to do pictures. So I'm still working on getting up content and pictures to make the site more lively or interactive. I'm also working on providing information for commercial development as well as residential development. I'm getting there on the commercial development, and I'm about ready to start on the residential developments that we have available around Edgerton. Just getting out some descriptions and where they are, and maybe a few pictures to go along with those. I also have on the city website now a place where you can read the last 3 economic development newsletters, as well as to sign up for the economic development newsletters. And since I put that on the city website, I've gotten 3 sign-ups for the newsletter, so I'm kind of happy about that. So I just thought I'd show you really quickly. Hopefully this will work.
Hey.
So as you can see in the on this tab, the economic development tab, your computer works differently than mine. Off to the left, you can see there's a shovel-ready business park. That's all the information about that. The economic development. Kind of general information we have on there is economic development guide, some of our demographics, etc. The commercial tab. Available buildings and information about the downtown. As I explained, I'll be working more on the residential. And then the last area is the ED newsletter, where you can go and read the ED newsletter and sign up if you're not already signed up. So that's basically, so I would just say, hopefully this will, okay, go back to where I want. Take a minute and look at the City of Edgerton website. If you have some thoughts, let me know. And as far as, I'm just doing the economic development tab, so not the other parts. So I'm still working on that. And currently, Ramona, Jim Capellan, and I are also participating in a UW Extension webinar series on downtown marketing analysis. It's an ongoing webinar, and we're kind of learning about what to take into consideration when you're looking at your downtown and trying to do a marketing analysis, or and we are looking at just our downtown area for now, and the things that we might want to address. Kind of coinciding hand in hand with that right now is I'm also voluntarily participating in a group called the Edgerton Marketing Analysis Group. And again, that's voluntary. You don't pay me to do that, but I want to do it because it's kind of going hand in hand. And this group is also looking at our downtown area. We have met with business owners and found out what they like about doing business in downtown, what they don't like about doing business in downtown. We brought all that information together, addressed some of their concerns, had invited them to a meeting just before Christmas where they could find out some of this information on their own. We have our facilitator, Joe Moskal, is gathering information to bring back to the group where we can take to the business owners. It'll be things like, what is the income level spending in Edgerton? What do the consumers that spend money in Edgerton like to buy, at what price level, things like that. So that hopefully that will help our current business owners know what should they market, how should they market, should it be at price A or price C, and some of those kind of things that would help our current business owners, and then maybe it would help guide us on what we want to do, who can we attract to our downtown as well. So those are two ongoing things that I'm involved in as far as market analysis for our downtown area. Then recently, Edgerton, right after January, February, Mona, we were accepted into the Connect Communities program. This is being offered by the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp. It's kind of a complement or an offshoot of the Main Street program. Some of you may have heard of the Main Street program. And Ramona put in our application. We were accepted. I went up to the first group networking and idea sharing meeting on March 18th. And it's a lot of towns that are roughly our size, some a little smaller, some a little bigger. They're all looking at ways to better their downtowns, basically, or their commercial areas. And again, this focuses more towards a downtown like the Main Street program does. They're hoping to offer technical assistance, networking opportunities, and it's been good getting everybody together on that March 18th meeting and let all of us from, downtown areas say, what are our problems, and it's funny how many things are the same. Parking, storefronts that aren't taken care of, vacant storefronts, it goes, this is kind of the same thing. And then you can hear what other towns are doing to try to address that or things like that. So ongoing with that are more meetings. We'll have more meetings as the year goes on. And there's also a chatter group that the Wisconsin Economic Development Corp started for this Connect Communities. And the only people that are invited are people from the towns or the leaders, whoever is participating. And we can share ideas, or, someone recently said, oh, you talked about this great mural painter, then we had some nice murals painted on some of your downs. Can you tell me where you found that person? Things like that. Or what is somebody doing about your parking problem in downtown? Or WEDC puts in articles that are interesting for reading, or they will voice in maybe with some help. We have a person from WEDC that is affiliated with Edgerton specifically, and sometime this summer he will be coming to Edgerton and just to see what he can offer to help us out, take a look around town, give us some of his ideas, etc. So I think it'll be a nice program to be part of, and just the networking is very helpful as it is. The other things that are kind of continuing on as we go is Ramona and I are just wrapping up our second round of interviews for the Rock 50 Synchronous program. When I first started helping out on this job was our first round of interviews with our local businesses, our bigger employers. And this is information that the Rock 50 Rock County program is looking for. They're putting it into a big database, again, so that when people who are looking to develop in this area can say, look up and say, what kind of workforce can I expect? What kind of hospitals are in the area? What, all those kind of things. What kind of businesses are already there? What kind of suppliers are in the area, etc. So 2 years later, we've been asked to go back to the same businesses or new ones if we would like to do interviews with our businesses again to kind of see where they are. And it's good for us to do that, to touch base with our businesses in the area, our bigger businesses in the area, just to talk to them on occasion and see if they're having problems or suggestions or ideas. It makes them feel good. It's good for us to know. So we're just finishing up that second round of interviews. And the other thing that I try to stay in touch with as much as I can is just presence representing Edgerton on LinkedIn. I belong to several economic development groups on LinkedIn. Try to participate when I can, but if nothing else, you can get a lot of good information, good articles off of LinkedIn. And it's another way just to gather ideas or thoughts or see what other people are doing. You know, some of them are big cities, some of them are not so big cities, you know, but it's a nice way to try to stay in touch and a good way still to keep the Edgerton presence kind of out there for people to know that we're here, and that's the purpose. So that's pretty much it for now. I've got several arms going out in different directions that I'm continuing to work on. Does anybody have any questions?
I do. Who are the other two communities? I think Janesville's the ones that shovel-ready. Is that correct?
Right, the Janesville and then the Beloit.
Okay.
Yep. So all of us are in Rock County. Well, technically, our business park is in Dane County, Edgerton's in Rock
Right.
County, so yes.
Vicki, I have a question. You indicated there's about 200 to 250 contacts that you have for the EDC newsletter that goes out. Are they individual people or are they businesses? Is it a combination? Or how did you get those contacts?
Some of them were people through LinkedIn, some of them were, they're a combination of our own local businesses, so they stay in touch with what's going on, people from the community, quite a few commercial real estate brokers. Again, we're talking about real estate here that we want to get people interested in, and I'm slowly kind of building up through WEDC and things like that, more people who are involved in the economic development aspect in other towns and in other states even, as I can get those emails or get permission to use those emails. So it's a combination of all of that, basically.
This will be good the next time you come before the group to kind of talk about what you're doing to see how that number grows.
Okay.
It looks like you have a really good open rate. That's excellent.
It is
Because
good.
open rates aren't usually typically that high. So,
Right, I'm
very good.
encouraged by that, or, yeah, so.
Man, you had something?
As, in Janesville, what areas are shovel-ready? Is all the economic lands?
No, it's
No.
just certain parcels.
Okay.
Yeah, just the bigger business park, and then it went to the Gateway.
Yeah, the Gateway
Park,
Beloit,
And
yeah.
I forget the name of the other one.
In Janesville? I don't know which one.
Yeah.
Okay, I was curious how far they went on their
No,
shovel-ready
just
side.
a bigger parcel.
Is it possible to get, I understand there's going to be a big trade show in Las Vegas or something tail end this month. I think James Otterstein, them guys were mentioning the Beloit paper the other day. It'd be nice to get some feedback. I can give you the article on that. so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, send it to me, Matt.
Sure
Give
will.
it to me, and I'll see what I can find out.
So did you say we were the first city, or excuse me, the third or the third county?
Third certified shovel-ready park in the state
Park.
of Wisconsin.
How come there's not more? I mean, and if all three are Rock County, doesn't that seem a little odd?
It's,
No.
well.
James Otterstein is one of the
Yeah,
reasons.
James Otterstein is a big reason. Being shovel-ready certified is just now an up-and-coming
Okay, so,
buzzword, if you
yep.
will, for lack of, it's been happening more in other regions of the country, and it's kind of been coming this direction. And James is very good at staying on top of that kind of stuff, and so as it became, he could see it was becoming a priority with these location consulting firms, and so he jumped right on it and, you know, got the Janesville Park and the Beloit Park, and then approached us about getting our park shovel-ready certified as well. The state has also started a little bit of a lesser program, but it's still a shovel-ready site certified program, so they're trying to jump on the bandwagon now as well, but we're already there, so.
Yeah, I think it's great. I was just surprised that there weren't more.
Yeah, well, you know, and thanks to James being on top of things, that's the reason we happen to be, you know, so right
Good.
there. Other areas are starting to bite this bullet as well. In fact, we're getting comments on my LinkedIn site asking who we used and, things like that, so. Anybody else?
Vicki, this is just great, it's a continuing effort, what you're doing with the staff and other associates around the county and stuff to incrementally pushing things forward. It's really nice.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Just keep trying to keep the stone turning here. Okay?
Excuse me for jumping out, I just wanted to get the lights on out there because it doesn't look inviting when the foyer's empty. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you want this powered? Do you need this anymore? Should I power it down?
You can turn it off, it would be great. Thanks.
Move on to the minutes from April 15th.
Motion to approve the April 15th, 2013 council meeting minutes.
Second.
Is there any corrections or additions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. And we'll go to the approval of the minutes from April 16th, council reorganizational meeting.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
Any corrections or additions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. On the committee reports with Finance, and Ron.
Motion to approve bills and payroll list in the amount of $124,248.57.
Second.
Any questions on the bills? Hearing none, roll call.
Ron?
Yes.
Webb? Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Okay, we have no licenses to approve, so next is to approve the public event package for the Edgerton Mud Challenge.
Motion to approve. Second. Excuse me. We don't have to approve it twice, I guess, don't we?
Any discussion? Other than one question, what time does this start? 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Come rain or come shine.
Well, that's what it's all about, mud, right?
Yeah, I guess we don't have to worry about a rain date with this one.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Webb?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Motion to approve a temporary Class B beer license for the Milton Family Recreation Incorporated for the Edgerton Mud Challenge on May 11th.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Webb?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
That motion passes.
Motion to approve the installation of a street light on West High Street with Yeski Construction paying half the installation.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Webb?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
And that passes.
And a motion to approve the purchase of new uniform shirts for the police department in an amount not to exceed $1,142.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Webb?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
No.
That motion passes 5-1.
And that's all I have.
Okay, we'll move on to public safety. Mark.
Motion to approve the second reading and adopt City of Edgerton Ordinance 13-01 truancy. Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Mark Walnuts?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Webb?
Yes.
McIntyre?
Yes.
Chris Walnuts?
Yes.
Davis?
Yes.
That motion passes. Nothing to bring forward from tonight. Mark?
We,
Doesn't say we got anything on here, but
what's that?
nothing on there from tonight, so,
What's that?
from the earlier public safety meeting.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we'll move on to fire district then.
Okay, Fire District, I have nothing to bring forward. Just remember that we have Mud Challenge on the 11th. Go out and participate.
And Parks Committee.
We took our bus tour on Tuesday and took no action there, and then we have another meeting this Wednesday, May 8th at 6:30. That's all I have there.
Thank you. And on the consider mayor's recommendations for committee appointments, the school has given us a name for the vacant spot on the library board, and I'll make this nomination of Michelle Counter for the library board to be acted on at the next council meeting.
I'll second that.
Don't have to.
You don't have to do that. Yeah, I already did that my first year, see, so when the mayor says something, there's no second, it's a
Nominating
done
you.
deal.
When E.F. Hutton
Full
talks.
meeting for you.
Yeah, but,
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
yeah, she'll be a very good addition to that board.
You know, I thought about
About that for
waiving that policy that I put into place, waiting a meeting, but I don't know if there's a big hurry on it right now, so we can get her at the next meeting. Next thing is Mayor, Alderperson, and the staff reports. The Mud Challenge has been mentioned here a couple times.
Where is that going to be?
Racetrack Park.
Racetrack.
Oh, okay.
Through the woods and...
Over the river and through the woods and the creek and everything else.
In the soccer fields?
No, I think it's pretty much in the woods and in the back lot.
Behind Hendricks.
Yeah,
Yeah, going towards our training center.
yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't had a chance to go out and help with it.
Haven't seen the
Yeah, I
actual
haven't
one
either,
either, but it's all
about,
out there in the backyard.
We shouldn't let them get away here.
Yeah.
Let's see. This week's actually Nurses Week, if anybody's appreciates a nurse that they have to deal with occasionally. Next week is Police Week with the awards banquet on Wednesday, May 15th. Appetizers beginning at 5:30. Awards at 7 at the Town Country Club next Wednesday. And then one more thing here is Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers on Sunday, next Sunday. That's all I have.
I have one thing. You may recall you approved some funding for shelving in our vault, and our vault is now the most organized vault in the world. So we are happy to give you tours of our vault if you'd like to see it. And we
I
came
saw
in way
that.
under budget because we didn't have to buy as much shelving as
Awesome.
we thought we might because we got it really organized.
Very cool.
Yeah, anybody that ever saw that place before they did this will be totally shocked.
Good.
Also, congratulations to Prom King Jimmy Plautz and Queen Brianna Gonzalez that were crowned Saturday night at prom.
Good deal.
Good.
Very safe prom this year. That was good.
That's always good.
Anyone else?
I'll make
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Hey.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you.
I would like to see the shelving, Ramona. That would be awesome.